What's going on, guys? Welcome to the weekly live chat. I do these every single Wednesday night. Had a little bit of a shift in timing because of the news about UFC 295 and 296. I was in the middle of recording a video. The aim was to be done that video about 10:30-ish, 10:45-ish. And boom, right as I'm recording the video, I start getting a bunch of Discord notifications. And I see them popping up, but I'm recording the video anyway. Soon as I end that video, I see the news about 295, 296. I immediately start recording that video, edit that video, make those side-by-sides, and post that video. I haven't even edited the other video, which I'll do after the stream or tomorrow. But yeah, if you haven't checked out that video, check it out after the stream. I'm probably I don't know if I'll lose any traction on the video because I'm doing the stream. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it's already kind of late. It's 12 a.m. Eastern, but do me a favor. Check out that video after this. It's titled Prochazka versus Pereira and Edwards versus Covington announced for UFC 295 and 296. So that is out on the channel. I literally released it 2 seconds before I did the stream, but I wasn't missing a stream because of that, but I just had to record that video, jump on it quick, pause. But I also have a video coming out about the Athletic Commission, the Alexa Grasso 10-8, the Valentina Shevchenko trilogy, all that good stuff. That's probably about a 20, 25-minute video. I don't know, maybe a little bit longer. But I got to edit that together. I still haven't edited that together. And that'll be out tomorrow at some point now. It was going to be out tonight before the stream, but then the news broke, so then that threw me an hour behind, So, but either way, I'm here now. We can talk about all the latest news. UFC 295's co-main event. Jiri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira for the light heavyweight title, vacant light heavyweight title. Main event of UFC 296, Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington for the welterweight title. Co-main event, Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. Hate the main event, but don't hate it at the same time. But I'm just happy it's happening now. Just get it over and done with. Rip the Band-Aid off and let's move on to bigger and better things. Please, for the love of God, let's move on to bigger and better things. But I made a video discussing all that as well. If you guys care to check it out. I never even tweeted anything out. I immediately went to the news. Let me go see. Let me tweet something out. Jiri versus Pereira is the co-main of UFC 295. Leon Edwards versus Colby is the main event of UFC 296. Pantoja versus Royval 2 is co-main event of UFC 296. What do I put? I'm running out of characters here, boys. I'm really looking forward to all these fights, even though Colby Covington is getting one of the most undeserved title shots in UFC history. Boom. All right, I think that looks good. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Even though I'm an hour late on tweeting something out. How come Dana doesn't give us any heads up? How come he doesn't give any heads up? Here before 10.4 million views? What do you mean? What does that mean? Fill me in. What does that mean? Okay, sorry about reading the chat. I'm going to read the chat now. I'm still flustered from all the news getting announced. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm trying to record 3 videos and I don't know. It's weird, man. It's really weird. That we'll never see John Jones in the light heavyweight division ever again. That's the weird thing. That's my weirdest takeaway of all this. Colby's maybe the most undeserved title shot in UFC history, by the way. Okay, where are we at? Flyweight fight is going to be absolutely nuts. I love that fight. Finally traction in the welterweight division. Joe, we got these cards heating up now. We do. Do you think the UFC does Amir versus Brandon for title eliminator in flyweight? Yes. Amir Albazi, Brandon Moreno, #1 contender fight is the only fight that makes sense now. It's about time Leon Edwards defends that title. Covington fights someone. I think Alex is going to get knocked out. That was my early prediction for that. What about Umar Yadong, Li Jingliang, Cejudo are returning to fight? Yadong and Li Jingliang will probably fight on that rumored China card, I would guess. Cejudo, I have no idea. They might do Cejudo versus Marab, which is unfortunate, really. That's not the fight to make at all. That's not the fight to make at all, which is positively disgusting. That it is, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the way it goes, boys. Jiri going to fly an armbar Alex in the 12th round. Dude, I think Jiri could easily out-grapple him if he wanted to. Yuri's a savage. Yuri's an absolute savage. Apparently, Kai Kara... Manel Kopp tweeting out Kai Kara France still hasn't signed the contract for December, so that fight probably happened in December. Okay, we're sorry, guys. I'm literally flustered from all the news right now. I'm like, I can't believe everything that's going on. I'm trying to process because I haven't caught up on anything. I just saw the news, immediately made a video. I haven't seen anyone talking about it. I haven't seen anything about it. Made my video, dropped my video, and then jumped on stream. Hey Joey, early prediction: Jiri or Alex? I'm going Jiri by knockout. Alex gets hit too much, and I think Yuri's pressure and volume can overwhelm him. I think his pressure and volume can overwhelm him. This man Dana White said, "You know, F it, let's announce bangers." Also, I meant to mention this in the video, but I forgot. Sorry, I was reading something else. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler not happening this year. Who's been calling it since February? Who's been calling it since February? I said it's not happening, especially not this year. Chael versus John Jones still takes the cake for most undeserved. That is true. But John, at that point, John has kind of cleaned out the division a bit, so it didn't really matter that much. My ear's itching. So, I know it's late. I'm surprised more people didn't pop in already with all the big news. I don't know what's going on right now. Maybe, I guess it'll probably just slowly people will find it, but maybe people are watching the video too. So that could be the other thing. Video's doing all right. It's late, though. It seems like these late videos will have the weirdest thing. Like, they'll be slow off the jump, but then, like, by the time I wake up tomorrow, 6, 7 a.m., boom, it'll be up. All right, where are we at? Dude, Jiri versus Pereira. Dude, Jiri versus Pereira is going to be absolute fireworks. I cannot wait for that fight. I know I called Sean beating Aljo, but 100% going with Cheeto in the rematch, even by stoppage. Dude, if Cheeto wins, it's going to be by stoppage. That'd be hilarious, though. That'd be hilarious. Cheeto Vera is going to get an undeserved title shot. He lost to Corey, then he fights a guy that is 2-6 in his last fight. I know. Joe, did you have recording YouTube videos before the channel? I'm not sure what you mean. Dude, what a wild day. It is a wild fucking day, dude. I totally agree with you. Have not got to watch your video, but I will watch it. Dude, you guys are giving me brain aneurysms. You got to type out your messages better. Save Pena versus Pennington till next year. Ew. Can't wait till that January pay-per-view in Canada. Can't wait. Wait for it. Bunch. I don't know. What news did I miss? Jiri versus Pereira, co-main event of UFC 295. Edwards versus Covington, main event of 296. Co-main event. Co-main event was Pantoja versus Royval, which is just, I'm still trying to wrap, because what's crazy is my brain is complete mush right now just from the news. And I got home, I took a shower, I started recording my Grasso Shevchenko judging type video. I recorded that. That took about maybe 25 minutes to physically record it. And then as soon as I was done, I just jumped into the news. So I'm just still trying to process it all myself, if that makes sense. Even though I just recorded a video talking about it, I'm still processing. Like I was processing it as I was talking in the video. So as you're watching the video, you're literally seeing basically my live reaction to the news. I had no time to think about it. The second I read it, I hit record. Within 30 seconds of me actually reading the news, I hit record for that video. So that's a super crazy live reaction, essentially, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Joe, imagine they announced Renat versus Wonderboy. Well, we shall see, my friend. Chandler versus McGregor is on the prelims at 296. Yeah, it's late. I was asking if you had experience YouTube videos before the channel. Before I got on YouTube, no. Joe, Pena versus Pennington should be a fight night. Shouldn't be anything. It should just be a Fight Pass event. I was so disappointed that the fight announcements, why couldn't they have had Pennington Pena as 295 co-main and Miesha Tate, Julia Villa as 296 main event? I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Not have got to watch your video. I'll watch it as soon as this is over. Who'd you pick? Leon versus Covington. Early prediction, I'm going Colby, dude. I think Colby can just rob Leon. But that's an early pick. I may switch my pick when I actually start watching tape. But we'll see. We shall see. So Sean Cheeto could be main event to open 2024. I doubt that. Sean versus Cheeto. That could be like a co-main event for UFC 300. Co-main event UFC 300. I'm going to say main event of UFC 300 is going to be Adesanya versus Strickland 2. Co-main event, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, boys. Which is straight up craziness. Joe, do you bet on fights? Not really. 300 should be insane, hopefully. I hope it will be. How old is Colby? I'm not sure. He's like mid-30s. Renat and Kevin Lee was a horrible matchup. Could have been a murder. I know. That means O'Malley isn't fighting in December. Welcome to one bantamweight touch. See, this is why I shouldn't record the video. I should have jumped on stream. See, little intricacies like that I could have talked about. But it doesn't really matter. But I forgot to mention, that means Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera isn't happening. That means Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi is happening. That means Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler isn't happening. I think Sean Cheeto 300 main event. I don't think it's going to be the main event. I don't think it will be the main event. I don't think Sean O'Malley will main event UFC 300. I just don't buy it. So he will be more active champ at welterweight, Leon or Colby? Leon. But I think they're both going to be relatively inactive. When is Alexander Volkanovski going to fight, and who do you think will fight? It's going to be Volkanovski versus Topuria, January, February. So I'll say UFC 297, UFC 298. Jack right now, yeah, Conor Chandler 300 event. That could be. It could be Conor Chandler UFC 300. We'll see if Conor enters the USADA testing pool. You know what's crazy? I'm more looking forward to Pereira versus Prohaska than I am Jones Stipe, which I definitely mentioned in my video. It's just, I don't care about Jones versus Stipe. I think Streakus Strickland can main 297 in Toronto. We'll see. I'm going John Poetan, Leon Pantoja. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, comeback fight for 300, especially Homeless Connor. Yeah. Haven't got a chance yet to start uploading my videos. So hyped for these fights. I'm so excited for Alex Jiri. What a fight. Alex Jiri's the banger of all bangers. Dude, who honestly cares about Connor Chandler? Idiots, I guess. You think Dricus versus Strickland can main? Maybe it can. I doubt it. What's next for Jamal Hill? Showing up at every event but never fighting. Dude needs to stay home and rehab his injury instead of... Nah, I'm just kidding. That's a little bit harsh. Dude's got to live a life too, even if he's injured. But it's definitely not a good look that he's out at every event fucking around. Meanwhile, he can't fight. But Jamal Hill will fight the winner of Pereira versus Prohaska. I'm going Alex Colby. Alex. For those who haven't watched the video yet, but I encourage you highly to go watch the video. Early predictions. I'm going Jiri. I'm going Colby, and I'm going Royval. I'm going Royval. Who does Jim Miller fight at UFC 300? No idea. You surprised Leon Colby is UFC 296? No, I'm not. In a way I am, but I'm not really. I mean, that only made sense, but it just seemed like it was never going to happen. What's up, Joey? What's up? Jamal Hill can fight Ariel at 300? Yeah. Jamal Hill can just keep making YouTube videos criticizing Ariel for clout. That's what I would go with. He didn't tear his ACL. He tore his Achilles. So why don't you get it right? Royval, I didn't catch that in the vid. What didn't you catch? You didn't catch that I picked him? Yeah, I'm going Royval. I think Royval gets it done. I'm actually confident in Royval. As crazy as that sounds. As crazy as that sounds, I'm pretty confident in Royval. It's going to be a tough fight, though. Does Jiri utilize grappling to defeat Poetan? No. He KOs him badly. You said Royval maybe by TKO, and I wouldn't count on it. Pantoja's hell of a chin. I know. Jamal videos low-key annoying. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't watch them. I don't think anyone does. Is outside the ones where he calls out Ariel Helwani to grift subscribers. So Brandon Moreno versus Royval 2024? Maybe. Brandon Moreno is going to fight Amir Albazi, it looks like, for #1 contender. What do you think of Jack Della Maddalena's performance over Kevin Holland? Wasn't good. Do you think Reyes and Weidman dead bodies will rematch? That's the fight to make. The battle of the zombies. The battle of the zombies. That's the way to go. But I hope you guys all go check out that video after the stream, by the way. If you're watching this tomorrow, make sure you go check out my early reaction to Jiri Pereira, Edwards, Covington, and Pantoja versus Royval. It's like a 20-minute video, I think. Let me go take a look. It's exactly 19 minutes. That's crazy. I don't know if you ever talked about other organizations like One, Just Wondering. Occasionally. I talk about all MMA. Do you think this will be a snowball effect and the welterweight division will pick up a little bit? I hope so, but I don't know. I wonder if the UFC is going to try to make Bilal versus Shavkat. Bilal needs the ultimate respect if he fights Shavkat. Well, already have earned a title shot. How crazy is it? We were talking about Leon versus Colby for July, and now it's not happening till December. Who would you take, PMFer or JDM? PMFer. Figueiredo going to come down and beat Pantoja? Maybe. If Manel Kape beats Kai, he's getting jumped to a title shot because the UFC WWE era? Maybe. Those fight announcements were insanity. I know. I'm really looking forward to it. Jamal Hill is so irrelevant. He isn't a star. Has no catch to him at all. I'm surprised he even got the opportunity for the belt. I think he can become popular. I feel like Jamal, honestly, he's almost forgettable. I don't know how to describe that, but he's almost forgettable. Joe, I haven't been doing much grappling at all, and jiu-jitsu needed to help me spar for a guy fighting soon, so I got in there surprisingly. I was stuffing takedowns and had the striking advantage. Well, congrats, Jack. Chris American Zombie Weidman, dude. Yeah, he won't back down because he's just a zombie. He plots forward like a zombie and dragging his leg like a zombie, too. How does Pantoja deal with Royval's length? Pause. He's going to have to deal with that length and that girth. I think, dude, Royval is so scrappy. I think he gets it done. He just has to... He has to avoid giving up a bad position. He has to avoid giving up a really bad position. But even so, he's really good at scrambling. But sometimes it's a curse because against a guy like Pantoja, you're scrambling like crazy and you're making all these fast decisions. You can end up giving up a neck. Only if Pantoja had a few more inches. Yeah. Weidman versus Reyes at UFC 300 isn't a bad fight. Please talk more about the length Royval has over Pantoja. He's got quite a bit of length over him. If Alex wins, do you think he goes back to 185 to win 2 belts or he goes to heavyweight? If Alex wins, I think he'll defend against Jamal Hill. I agree, Joey. When Jamal won the belt, there was just no excitement at all, and I don't even hate the dude. Yeah, I mean, people. It seems like not that many people care about Jamal Hill. Only when he's shitting on Ariel. If that makes sense. But that could change, but it just seems like nobody cares about him, to be honest. That's why I told you guys, you know, it was a super unpopular video, but dude was grifting for subs. Dude was grifting for subs. Why is my thumbnail not right? I just saw my thumbnail and it just didn't show up correctly. It didn't show up correctly, but now it looks like it's all right. I don't know. Who main events UFC 297 in Canada? I think it might be Dricus against Sean. Could be. Or it could. It would be a real shame if Canada got Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. Be a real shame. Bryce Mitchell stated that Bryce Mitchell was a warrior will be revealed Saturday. He says he's cooking a big surprise. Well, he can keep cooking a big deal. I don't trust anything Bryce says. Dude's a delusional motherfucker. Chances of getting Hamzat versus Alex Pereira down the line for one going for double champ. Slightly possible. Dude, I would probably take Hamzat over Pereira. Dude, Pereira just doesn't have the grappling. I don't care how big he is. I wouldn't be surprised if Sean versus Izzy rematches 297 or 298. Now, I think Sean Izzy will be saved for 300. That's a big fight. You guys don't realize how big that fight is because that's essentially for the end of the career of Israel Adesanya. You guys have to realize that. That is the end of the career for Israel Adesanya if he loses. Dude, Jan found Alex's back in round 1. Hamzat would murder him. Yeah, Hamzat would have found the finish in round 1. But it's all about the size and strength. Is Pereira bigger and stronger at light heavyweight? Maybe, maybe not. I'm telling you right now, if Pereira wins the belt and I'm Hamzat and I have an opportunity to go up to light heavyweight to become double champ, that's the first thing I'm asking for. Who do you take in the rematch, Joey? I take Izzy. I don't know, dude. I feel like if Izzy would have been more active, he could have won the fight. It's not like people act like he got blown out. He didn't get blown out by any means. He lost pretty clearly, but it's not like, I mean, you're talking a couple combinations. Couple decent combinations from Adesanya could change that entire fight. And I know that's kind of a non-statement, but that's what I'm saying. It's not like when it went to decision, I knew that Sean Strickland won, but I didn't trust the judges because it was kind of uneventful 2 through 5. You know, I thought Adesanya clearly got 2. 3, 4, and 5 were kind of a wash. You know, I thought Sean won them. I thought it was pretty clear that he won them. But with the judging, I was like, I don't know. But I feel like I agree. I feel like you have to pick Sean, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd probably pick Izzy. In the first round, he got caught, but he was more active. He could have taken rounds 3, 4, 5. His striking, boiling, won him every round. What do you mean? If Adesanya loses one more, she should retire. If he loses Sean again, he's done for. Fiziev went bald, yes. Izzy can't allow Strickland to constantly back him up. That was the problem. Yeah, he needed to have forward pressure. he thought, I'm going to catch him with a counter that never came. I talked about that in my immediate post-fight video. It felt like Adesanya was just backing up looking for a kill shot that never came. That's what it felt like. Gamrot stated that he got laser eye surgery so he doesn't need glasses anymore. A new mythical fighter is born. Adesanya was too reluctant to be on the back foot. He was too accepting of being on the back foot. New mythical fighter, bald physique. Gamrot got laser eye surgery. New mythical fighter. Yeah. If Charles wins, do you think he and Islam 3 main events 300? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's too far away right now. Hey, Joey, do you think the MSG card will be worth buying to watch UFC live for the first time? 100%, especially with this co-main. You're going to get murdered online for picking Izzy in a rematch in which the winner won by decision. I got murdered online for picking Izzy in a rematch against Pereira. I don't give a fuck. I don't base my prediction on online backlash. It's a weird fight. I was waiting for Izzy to get going for 25. Yeah, it felt like he was in neutral. So it's like, I mean, you're talking literally. I don't remember it round by round, but I think 3 and 4 were really kind of non-eventful. More than 5th round was a little bit more eventful. You're talking 5 to 10 punches could have won Adesanya those rounds. That's how close they were. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch it. It's been a bit. But it's not like these rounds were utter domination like people make it out to be. Is he taking a year off, build up size, go to 205? He's done at 185. I don't think so. Honestly, Izzy just doesn't have the killer instinct or drive anymore they used to. I genuinely think, and he's not going to say this, I think he was not motivated for Sean Strickland, and I think he thought Sean would be an easy win. I genuinely thought, he's like, Pereira KO'd him in the first round, easy win. If Usman Wonderboy gets added to MSG, do you think it's a good call? No. I hope we get Wonderboy versus Ian Gary. Even though I kind of want Wonderboy to have to fight Renat. By the time there was 2 minutes left in the fight, I was like, shit, I think Izzy just can't do anything. This is over. It was a weird fight, dude. I kept waiting for Izzy to just start pressing forward. Like, you're losing. You have to change something. He just never changed anything. I think JDM Shavkat might be added to 291, 295. Both men want to fight. That'd be crazy. Shavkat murders JDM. Absolutely murders JDM. I think it's an utter slaughter. An utter slaughter. In my humble opinion. I was so shocked that every judge got the score right for Strickland. No one pulled a 10-8 Grasso. Yeah. Scorecards were correct on that one. Why don't you watch Dana White Contender Series fights, dude? My entire life is... There's so much shit going on. I'm just like, am I going to spend another 3 hours watching Dana White's Contender Series? Nah. I watch them sometimes. I used to do streams for him, but I'm just like, I gotta relax sometimes, you know, and it's half the time I'm making videos while it's on. Izzy didn't have any weapons that Sean wasn't ready for. It was like Weidman, Silva. After years of dominance, he was figured out. Nah, I think Weidman was a fluke, to be honest. That's a good point. The judges scored it right. Get Shavkat a fight, I agree. Can he not turn it on after the first round once he realized Strickland? Also, there could be, you know, it could be that he just got clipped and then was just too tentative after that. I think we might get Usman versus Bilal Muhammad. Who would you take in that fight? I take Bilal at this point. I think Bilal wins that. I feel like Dricus would get it done against Sean. I feel like to beat Sean, you need to be more willing to take risks and not just to be on the back foot. I think Sean probably finishes Dricus. I think he finishes him. Unless Sean's grappling isn't that good, which I don't think it's bad. You don't watch Contender Series, that makes you a casual. You have to watch every Contender Series and watch every embedded. Well, call me casual then. Start your own channel days. Do you watch the NFL season at all or root for any teams? Yeah, here and there a little bit. Maybe so. More credit to Strickland then. Soft chocolate chip cookie or regular chocolate chip cookies? I'm not a big fan of cookies in general, but definitely soft chocolate chip. I don't want a crispy ass cookie. Ew. If I do eat a chocolate chip cookie, it's a soft. So I like it soft. Okay. I want to see. I don't want it hard. All right. I want to see Shavkat against someone in the top 5, not Burns. He shouldn't have to fight all young killers. I wish they just made Wonderboy fight Shavkat. Strickland is definitely getting an overblown amount of praise for the fight that was no more exciting than Izzy versus Whitaker 2. It was less exciting than Izzy versus Whitaker 2, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just the shock value of Strickland beating Izzy that made it exciting. It was a rather uneventful fight. Imagine that knockdown never happened in the first round. We'd all be like, yeah, damn, this was a shit fight. Sorry, Renat is fighting Elizu Dos Santos in Sao Paulo. You're right. You are very right. I remember seeing that. Shut up, Days. Per sources, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Ooh. Oof. Bro, hear me out that we get Shavkat Bilal for backup. Someone calls Jorge to sucker punch Colby. Boom, we get the fight we want. Dude, can you imagine if Colby pulls out with an injury? I don't think Leon will take a replacement, a short notice replacement. I feel like Leon would be the type of guy to say no, and I don't blame him. Imagine you get Shavkat on short notice. Imagine they offer you Shavkat on short notice. I'd be like, God damn, dude. Michael Chandler versus Conor won't happen because Conor walked in dressed to the nines. Yeah. Most men would crumble. No, Adesanya haters would turn a blind eye to the fact that it was a bad fight. If roles were reversed, they'd trash the fight immensely. 100%. My question is, if Adesanya goes out there and wins a boring decision rematch, what do they say then? I was just curious. What do you think the fan reaction would be? Let me know. Doesn't this news basically confirm Conor's in fighting this year? I know. I posted it in a pinned comment on the video. I actually posted it in a pinned comment on the video. Let me go make sure I pinned it. Yeah, I did. I did. I can't believe this video ain't got more views yet. I know it's late. It'll pick up a lot of views tomorrow, I'm sure. But it's just crazy. I'm just looking at it. It's only got 250 views so far. What kind of bullshit is that? Hopefully you guys all go watch it after this stream, though. I streamed right as I started up. So it was a lot of things going on at once. If that makes sense. A lot of things going on at once. 250 views. It's only a 6 out of 10 right now. Ew. If Izzy Shawn 2 happens at 300, I think we see O'Malley 2, Whaley, DDP, Cannonier. But no, that's too many fights on the card. Joey, brother, relax. Real, recognize real. Thank you. When Leon hears Shavkat is the backup, Bambaloo. I don't know what that means. I think Bilal will be the backup. They better make Bilal the backup. But 100%, I've been saying this since February. But did I not tell you guys? Did I not tell you guys that Conor versus Chandler wasn't happening? Please. I want nothing but full credit in the chat right now. I want nothing but full credit. Did I not call that from the very jump? I told you. And a lot of people told me I was crazy. A lot of people said, you're crazy, Joey. It's the Ultimate Fighter. It's going to happen. And I said, nah. Said there's too many PEDs in Conor's system. There's too many illegal drugs in Conor's system. It's not happening. And it may never happen. And boy, am I going to laugh my ass off if Chandler never gets that fight. So, we're going to see. You did, Joey. No evidence needed if you're a real subscriber. Exactly. Been saying it from the jump. Joey, I heard MMA Media is hiring for newsbreakers. I'll have to see what's going on. That's a 5-fight pay-per-view card. Too many good fights. It's not going to be on a card like that. Burns and Gary will never fight each other teammates. No, but did I say that? I never said Burns, Gary. But it got announced on top. Shut up, Days. Dude, why do people even want to see McGregor fight? He should get slaughtered by any top 10 contender. I want to see... Give McGregor Shavkat. Give McGregor Shavkat. That's what I want to say. That's the only fight I want to say. That's all I want to say. Conor versus Shavkat. Book it. Usman changed gyms. Burns walked with Gary on stage in Gary's last fight. It's probably gonna be Gary Wonderboy. Or Gary. No, I don't think they'll do Gary JDM. I don't think they'll do Gary JDM. So it's either gonna be Gary Wonderboy or Wonderboy Shavkat. Book McGregor versus Artem Lobov. That's the fight to make, for real. That's the fight to make. Hope we will never get shit talk Jones for running over a pregnant person at the presser. I feel bad for Chandler. Imagine waiting a whole year to fight a Theory. I know. Your comment of Wonderboy not fighting anyone who owns a wrestling singlet still got me cracked up in your latest video. What's funny is it's not the first time I've said that too. Dude, Wonderboy doesn't want to fight anyone who wrestles. He's a PMF. Wonderboy's the PMF. Honestly, the UFC would do Wonderboy and Gary. I could see that happen. Yeah, they've already tried to. Gary could lose to Wonderboy, by the way, though. Wonderboy fighting Usman, what you mean? Wonderboy's not fighting Usman. He's probably fighting Gary. They're going to try to build Gary's name off the dead corpse of Wonderboy. I think they want to protect Gary a bit. What's worse, Cop saying the F word or Adesanya saying the C word? Cop saying the F word, I guess. How many pay-per-views do you think Conor vs. Jorge would have sold at their peaks? 1.5 million? 1.5 million. He's challenging Usman. Not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. Yeah, Joey Cole with the humor. He slides in for your pleasure. Yeah, I just slide it right in. I sneak it in, boys. I just sneak them jokes in out of nowhere. Off the top rope. Paddy's getting absolutely murdered in his next fight. Especially if he fights Matt Frevola. Paddy versus Matt Frevola. Paddy will get starched badly. I'd love to see Gary on 296. Press conference will be gold. What I think's going to happen, and this is all speculative, but there's a leak of a potential event in Ireland. It's got to be Gary headlining against Wonderboy. It's got to be Gary versus Wonderboy headliner in Ireland in December. Paddy versus Puelles, maybe. I think Paddy will be on 296 card. Yeah, I think he will as well. I'd love to see Gary fight on two. I already read that. Press conference would be good. I want to see Wonderboy's face when the UFC says you're not fighting Usman, you're fighting Gary. Yeah. And dude thinks he's getting a title shot. He said, I'll take the old carcass of Kamaru Usman off of 2 losses. Off of 2 losses. Paddy could beat Puelles. Last time I saw Puelles, he scooted on his butt. That is true. Hey, Joe, why are UFC fighters like national heroes in foreign countries, but in UFC they're low-key celebrities? I don't know. Nobody cares, I guess. It's a very niche sport, dude. It's not as popular as Dana White tries to make it out to be. I'll tell you that much. So that's the way it goes, boys. That's just the way it goes. Dana said Ireland was BS. Did he? Okay. Well, then Gary's fighting in December. I didn't watch the whole post-fight. I don't know if UFC returns to Ireland would be interesting. Yeah, they typically don't go there that often, but I thought they might just because of that leak. But that was highly, highly speculative. Very speculative. Not as popular as Power Slap. Yeah. MMA's pretty big in Canada. Dana said he got all mad when asked about Ireland and China. Well, that means it's true then. That means it's true. They're going to Ireland. They're going to China. I think. So, we shall see. We shall see. I'm curious what ends up happening. But I think if I haven't seen it myself, but if Dana's mad, I think they're definitely going then. They're definitely going. He wanted to announce it himself. Imagine Strickland versus Izzy 2 in China. Sure. Book it. Wonderboy won't fight you if you watch Roman Reigns. Yeah. If you watch the WWE, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson will not fight you. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson will not fight you if you watch WWE. I heard Izzy's like hella popular in China when he was kickboxing. He probably was. I don't know. I'd die laughing if Gary gets the hometown robbery against Wonderboy like Till fights. Yeah, it would be hilarious. And he misses weight by half a pound too. I'm be honest. I'm be rooting for, if Ian Gary fights Wonderboy, I'm be rooting for Ian Gary like full fanboy. I'm gonna have an emotional attachment. I'm gonna have a seriously emotional attachment to that fight. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. I'll put a clip of Dana getting pissed on Discord if you're interested. I'll check it out after the stream. I believe you though. What do you think? When do you think Rockets returns? Probably early next year, maybe, or maybe December. Maybe early. I'm just gonna. I'll check it out after the stream. Didn't play right away. I could see Gary losing a razor close split decision to Wonderboy. I could agree with you. I would agree with you. It could happen. Wonderboy's very good striker. Wonderboy turns down opponent after opponent missed weight by 0.01 pound. Could you imagine if that would have happened? Could you imagine if that happened? That would have been... That'd have been hilarious. What a clown. Gary's so unlikable, especially after his interview about Strickland because he upset Sean, called him out before. Okay, fair enough. I don't think he's unlikable. I understand. Damn it. I understand like some of this shit is kind of annoying to people. But he hasn't really rubbed me the wrong way too much. Too much. Plus, I think it's hilarious people hate him. But he is kind of cringy the way he acts about Conor and shit. But it just makes me laugh. The average MMA fan hates him. Make weight or move up, solve. There you go. Ian Gary's a very good man, but I don't like the kid. The kid's done everything we've ever asked of him. I drank a shit ton of water. As I was recording my 2 videos. I can see Rockage being added to the China card, maybe. I could tell you Poyes is a commentator on the Spanish broadcast, and believe me, he really sucks just as much as when he's fighting. That's crazy. Anyway, Patty versus Poyes could be the first preliminary fight on the worst fight night. Now, I think Patty will be on a main card in his next fight, whether it's a pay-per-view or a fight night card. I think it'll be on a main card. Wonderboy's one of my favorite fighters, but he's acting scared lately. Everyone above him wrestles. Might as well retire. Dude, nothing would give me more joy than if Ian Gary just wrestles Wonderboy to death. I'd be so happy. I feel bad for Piotr. They're probably going to feed him to another wrestler, Umar, next. Now, I think they're going to do Piotr versus Font next. Piotr versus Font next is what I'm going with. I think Patty might even fight in Ireland, maybe. Honestly, I praise Ian Gary for his personality. At least he tries to promote himself and build a fan base. Most fighters have mid-personalities like Jamal Hill. You know, as long as he's not being fake, I like it. I don't mind it as much. Is Alex the combat sport GOAT if he wins light heavyweight strap? Piotr versus Font would be fun. I agree. I think Piotr Jan versus Yudong might main event China, and they will do Zhang Weili versus Yan Xiaonan UFC 300. I doubt it. Weili Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan will be headlining China if there is a China event. If there is a Chinese event, they will headline. Wonderboy should honestly just retire from the UFC and go fight Jake Paul. Yeah, he should. Have you seen the mitts on Font? He has huge hands for his size. I haven't really paid attention specifically to the size of his hands. I can't believe it's this late already. I just jumped in here. It was like 9:30. I got in my office, and now it's already 1. How the fuck is that even possible? I'm leaning Jiri, to be honest. I think he'd do Izzy bad. Dude, my dream fight for a while is Izzy Jiri. Joe, which fighters are you itching to see get in the cage again who don't have a fight announced? Piotr Jan. Piotr Jan, and Piotr Jan. Who else? Shavkat, of course. Sean O'Malley, Marab. And there's probably others that I'm not thinking of right now. Ian Gary, Sergey Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall. There you go. Wonderboy or JDM? I take Wonderboy over JDM. I don't think JDM's that good, dude. He's overrated as hell. If Tony fought Patty, it would be the end of his losing streak, maybe, but I don't trust Tony to do anything anymore. Could you imagine if they fed him Tony and Tony washed him? Bad. If Tony just wrecked Patty, that'd be the worst thing ever for his career. I think Marab will fight Henry. I think that's probably going to end up happening too. I think that's probably... What's up? Kudos. Is Pantoja the only fighter in UFC history to get a title shot coming off the prelims in his last fight? Was he on the prelims? But probably not. I don't think so. I think, okay, Lamau, I could see Wonderboy retiring and fighting at Karate Combat and knocking out a bum. Maybe. Tony would retire for another 5 years if it happened. Jiri versus Jan B. What about it? That is a savage matchup. Can we talk about Colby Leon? Sure. Colby Leon, main event of UFC 296. This is a matchup that I hate, but I'm just happy that it's finally happening. This was originally discussed for July. It's now 6 months later that it's actually going to happen. Talk about holding up the welterweight division for nothing worthwhile. It's the most undeserved title shot in UFC history, but that doesn't mean it's not a competitive fight. And I think Colby can win, and my early prediction is Colby to win by shitstorm decision. Just marabbing him to death. But overall, it's a good fight. It's just an undeserving fight when you have so many other deserving contenders, in my opinion. Have you ever been on JDM's hype? Yeah, before the Basil Hafez fight, yes. But there was still a big question mark there. Sad the fight I always wanted to see now will never happen. Jiri Prochazka, John Jones. I know, bro. Guys, I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. I got to grab more water, too, because I had a couple waters. I drank them when I was recording videos. So give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, boys. Sorry about that. I had to go grab some waters. I was thirsty as hell. And, yeah. I had to go pee as well. So, now I have adequate H2O. Okay, where are we at? I have no idea. So I'm just going to pick a random spot. If I miss your message, just send another one. It'll be all right. Will Colby compete the UFC champ list with O'Malley Strickland? Unfortunately, I'm going to say yes. But hopefully not. And I might change my mind on that. If Leon was able to defend Usman's wrestling, what makes you think Colby can beat Leon? Cage control. Relentlessness. Usman was content striking with him. Colby won't be content striking with him. Colby's faster than Usman, and he's better once he gets you to the ground. Plus, he's relentless. Colby just switches position to the rounds up. Yeah, Colby really doesn't have any great. He's more of like a Marab type wrestler. UFC 295 ticket prices are insane. I think they need to add another banger fight to justify those prices. I wonder what it would be. I want Shavkat versus someone or Ian Gary. We'll see. Could be Paddy Pimblett versus someone. Could be something else. I want Pavlovich versus Aspinall. That's what I want on that card. Could you imagine if that's the featured fight on the card? When Jiri gets his title back, it will feel like a homecoming. That'll be crazy. Colby's a snob, a tough... a son of a bitch, I guess. There you go. Go Leon. I bet everyone is more excited about Jiri Alex than Jones Stipe. I definitely am. I for certainly am. I mean, it's just... Stipe just got folded like a fucking lawn chair in his last fight that was 2.5 years ago. Who cares to watch him fight for a title? With new scoring, Colby may not win rounds. It's based on damage. What's up, Motivational Joey? Dude, the new video was hilarious. New video was straight up hilarious, bro. I loved it. I loved it. I laughed. I watched it like 3 times. The edits were hilarious. The unsheathing of the shillelagh sound effect was great. Jiri versus Alex is a crazy fight. I agree. Imagine McGregor versus Covington, the trash talk. I'm telling you right now, if Covington wins the belt, he's going to try to fight Conor. He's going to try to fight Conor. That's what's going to happen. What the hell? If Colby wins the welterweight championship, the entire division's ruined. The entire division's ruined. I'm telling you right now. And people are going to cheerlead that type of shit. They're going to want Colby to win because they like Colby's corny lines, I guess. For me, it's just disgusting. I'm not even counting Jones versus Stipe as a win for Jones. Can't believe they even made that fight. Yeah, dude, it's a piece of shit fight, to be honest. I hate that matchup in general. Conor wouldn't take that fight. He would if it was for a welterweight title. He would if it was for a welterweight title. So, that's the truth. And the UFC would make it. And it'd be disgusting. But Conor would get destroyed, so that's a plus. I'd rather Colby win than Conor. I don't ever want to see Conor hold a title ever again. That'd be the worst possible thing in general. I'd rather Colby become double champ before I see Conor win one belt. I think he'd take the fight for sure. Be more popular than him and Dustin. Yeah. Colby can kill Conor. Nah, he can just hold him down. That's it. How do you even sell tickets to a dude who's 41 as a full-time firefighter that's washed in his last fight? He got his ass knocked out like a folding lawn chair. John Jones, a joke. Dude, it's a combination of the UFC and Jones. It's just sickening. Even though I believe Alex lost his last fight against Jan, I believe he does have a shot against Jiri, but Jiri is too unorthodox a style. Yeah, dude, Yuri's pressure is going to be tough for Pereira to deal with. It's going to be very tough for... I think it's going to be very tough for Pereira to deal with. Because he's not as defensively sound as people make him out to be. He just really isn't. He has a lot of trouble dealing with forward pressure. Adesanya, when was his best moments? When he was moving forward. Obviously got the knockout backwards, so obviously we're backed up against the fence. But still, Adesanya in the second fight, he had great moments moving forward. Would Khabib come out of retirement to body Conor if Conor got the title at 170? Maybe. Just to cherry pick a welterweight title fight? Could very well happen. I could see Jiri slicing up Pereira with elbows. I could see Jiri ending Pereira's career. I could genuinely see Jiri ending Pereira's career. So the rumors of Jones not wanting Colby on the same card deemed to be true? Absolutely not. That's not remotely true. Like, how do you guys believe anything Colby says? I don't understand. You believe anything Colby says? This just could have been the way the schedule laid out. This could have been the way the fighters, Leon could have wanted to fight in December. I don't know. I'm betting Jiri for sure. I wonder what the odds will be like. I'm curious. 5'9" versus 5'11". I'd say if Poton wins, it'll be by KO, TKO. I agree. But Pereira can win many ways. I think he could win. I mean, not Pereira. Jiri could win many of ways. He could win decision. He could win KO, TKO, or submission. I think anything Colby and Chael say, yeah. If Colby beats Leon, does Leon get an immediate rematch? No. He will not get an immediate rematch. Nowhere, no way, shape, or form will he get an immediate rematch. That will never, ever, 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 ever happen. Leon will be forgotten about. I always respect what Conor did for MMA. Money in excess destroyed his legacy. Yeah, and he never defended a belt. There's that, too. The odds will be like negative 145 for Alex. You think so? Dude, if Alex is a massive favorite, I'm dropping some money on Jiri Prochazka. For sure. I think as he's done with middleweight division, he's going to light heavyweight. I doubt it. I hope Leon wins so they make the welterweight division great again. It's not going to make the division great again. Leon's going to be just as inactive as Colby would be. Or maybe a little bit more active, actually. I don't think he's going to be calling for, like, freak show fights, but I think he'll fight once, twice a year. I feel champions don't deserve a rematch until 3 title defenses. It all depends how they lose. Jiri probably going to be the favorite. Joey, I think that Jiri versus Pereira fight will be... There will be Patty versus some winner of the Contender Series. Now, I'm hoping they make Patty versus Favola. Colby, negative 115. Leon, 105. Okay. Shavkat and Gary, our only hope at welterweight to get the division back. That is true. That is true. Shavkat and Ian Gary are the future of the welterweight division. That's a weird thought. I always thought the future of the welterweight division would be going through Khamzat Chimaev. But Khamzat Chimaev disappears to the middleweight division, which is craziness. Just craziness. Just straight up craziness. Shavkat, I think Leon would ultimately be the favorite. Yeah, Leon should be the favorite, I think. When does Beneil Armin happen? I doubt it happens at 294. I think it still could happen at 294. Israel Adesanya got me into MMA. Watching him really made me a huge fan of the sport. Well, he'll be fighting again next year. But that's cool, dude. I really think Khamzat can make light heavyweight. You think he can? All he has to do is bulk up a little bit. 20 pounds. And there he is. Boom. 25 pounds. No, 20 pounds. I'm an idiot. I was right the first time. I don't know why I said 25. That'd be 210. Vegan diet may hurt Ian. Is he a vegan? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Khamzat may drop down to become double champ if he becomes 185. Dude, I think Khamzat would have been champ. How is anyone else disappointed? Is anyone else disappointed that we never got Khamzat Colby or Khamzat Usman? Khamzat Colby would have been a banger. Khamzat Colby would have been a banger. That disgusts me. That absolutely disgusts me. Now thinking about that, that just disgusts me. Fights we never got in 2023. There's a good video idea. Maybe I'll make that for the end of the year. Khamzat would have killed Colby. It would have been fun to watch, dude. I'm the biggest Khamzat fan. Very disappointed in Khamzat's career thus far. He should have been champ by now. I know. He went vegan recently. Bad advice from wife. Okay, bro. It would have got canceled because Colby got scared. Yeah, Colby would have pulled out. He would have called the police. Dude, I remember Hamzat making fun of Colby. Like, dude would call the police on me and shit. And there was a funny poster. And, I feel like that fight got talked about for so long. Colby never wanted that fight. You notice the second Hamzat went up. I'm telling you right now, Usman and Colby never wanted to fight Hamzat. I will die on that hill. The second Hamzat was actually going up, Usman and Colby started talking about Hamzat. You notice that they were radio silent when Hamzat actually wanted to fight. They were radio silent when the fight could actually happen. The second Hamzat went up to middleweight, they all of a sudden started opening their mouths. Arman needs to fix his boxing. I think Arman beats Beneil probably. Hamzat just plays villain roles so well, modern day Kratos. Jones will be a negative 500 at least, right? Izzy should never been a negative 800. That's nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Stipe could beat Jones. Honestly, Stipe could beat Jones. We're all counting him out. Just shows you Gilbert Burns is a true BMF. That is true. Terrence McKinney needs to be cut immediately. Chris Duncan pulled out of that fight. I wanted to see that matchup. He said it's a visa issue, though. I saw that. Is there still time to make Bo Nickel fight for 295? Yeah, there's plenty of time. I don't know, man. I think Usman wants to smoke. Colby, on the other hand, cop collar. Nah, dude, I don't think Usman wanted it. And I'm a big Usman fan. I don't think Usman was scared of him. He didn't want the Hamzat fight. Dude, he started talking the second Hamzat was in the gym getting ready to make 885. It's annoying as hell. I never bet on a negative 500 heavyweight. Too many things can go sideways. Agreed. How many trash cans is Bo Nickel going to fight? I think he's going to fight at least 2 to 3 more. At this point, I want to see Bo Nickel get like the O'Malley, not the O'Malley treatment. Because the O'Malley treatment, in a way, was kind of babied up the ranks. But I like how they jumped him in against Sean O'Malley. I want to see Bo just fight a top-ranked guy already. Give him a top 15. Like, I'd love to see a Bo Nickel versus a top 10 guy right now. Just throw him into the deep end. Let's see what happens. Will be your prediction for Jones in the future if he retires in November? What does he do from here on out? I think he probably ends up in jail. I think Jones has got a long, illustrious record coming his way. So maybe he will keep fighting. Because otherwise he's going to be out there getting in trouble. So I can honestly see Paulo Costa connecting on Hamzat's chin and just putting the lights out. Not Hamzat. Paulo Costa's not a one-punch KO guy, so I doubt it, but he could TKO him. You said put his lights out or a TKO, but you get my point. Don't forget about 2 years ago, Costa stole Hamzat hat at the PI and shoved it in his pants. 294 is the conclusion. I don't care about that, dude. I hear Colby's a nice guy in real life. I don't care how he is in real life. Dude, if that happened, Chimaev's career is done. Nah, it's not done. He'd have a resurgence. I know this won't happen, but Arman Petrosian versus Izzy, that'll never happen. Imagine Baralio versus Nickel. I like that. Dude, I love Baralio versus Ruzaboyev and his coach. Bo Nickel versus Gerald Mearshart. That sounds about right. Bo Nickel versus Gerald Mearshart. Gerald Mearshart literally moves like a dead body. Like, the way he fights, he feels like he's just stuck in the mud. He's fighting in his dreams and his nightmares. Yeah, Costa can KO. That's a good matchup. I would love Bo Nickel versus Caio Baralho. I'm mentally not ready for Jones losing. Fair enough. Caio Baralho is so cracked. GM treat. Bo Nickel versus Makhmed Muradov incoming. Easy win. Bo Nickel versus Brian Barberina. Incoming. Yeah. I'm 3 years. John Jones versus Paul Brothers. Gimmick extravaganza. Wouldn't surprise me. Bo Nickel versus the Iron Turtle. I think Iron Turtle has a fight booked, but I can't remember who it is. Just got booked recently. Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. Like the stream, guys. And if double check and make sure you were subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Right this very second. Right this. We're trying to get to 12K. We're trying to get to 12K, boys. So I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to the channel. It would help. It would help. It's already the 21st. That's crazy. I wanted to get to 12K before the end of the month. Hopefully this news helps. Hopefully this news helps. Because hopefully that video will pop off a little bit more tomorrow. Tonight, tomorrow. And then we start picking up some steam, boys. I'm going to make a video. I have already a video recorded. I'll probably edit it tonight before I go to bed. But about the Grasso-Shevchenko situation, about that potentially being overturned video. I'm so sick and tired of that happening. I'm so sick and tired of that happening. Seems like it disconnected for a second. I don't know why that keeps happening. I got to get to the bottom of that. That shit pisses me off. Thoughts on the Izzy video response to his last loss? I have a feeling he's coming for vengeance. I've only seen bits and pieces. But from what I've seen and just the statements I heard, it seems like he's trying to give Sean Strickland credit. But it felt like, deep down, he felt like, oh, I have a million excuses for why I lost that fight. He didn't say any of them from what I saw. He didn't make any excuses. I think he was very graceful in the loss. But it felt like there was more to the story. Like he wanted to say I was injured. He wanted to say I took him short. I not took him short. I took him lightly. It seemed like he wanted to say that. Got to float working AM. You rock, brother. Later, Gators. Thank you, Max. That's what it seemed like to me. But other than that, I think he took the loss well. It's rumored Iron Turtle will fight Muniz in China. That sounds about right. Dude, Muniz was the biggest overhyped garbage can we've ever seen. I'll never pick Muniz. And I think Muniz is on PEDs, by the way. Izzy actually said he felt healthy, but the only excuse he had was noodle arms things. What do you mean? I literally saw a picture of him with a quote that said he felt like he had noodle arms. How is that an excuse? I mean, he said he felt like he had noodle arms. I mean, that could be true. Yeah, the Iron Turtle destroys Muniz. Hit Jacare snap was wild. Yeah, that was sick, dude. Yeah, Iron Turtle destroys Muniz. He dog walks Muniz, as some of you guys like to say. You think Leon is wrestling more or less than 3 hours a day? I have no idea. I have no idea. Eugene Behrman said Izzy started to losing because he showed his hand too early and showed Sean everything. Izzy also pulled a Charles Oliveira. It just wasn't me. He said he missed breakfast. Okay. As well as Shevchenko performed in the rematch, I don't think delusional excuses to losing fight matter much. That is true. That is true. From what I've seen, he didn't really make excuses. I think Izzy was too focused on Drickus, he forgot about Sean. I mean, that could have been it. It could easily be it. When he said he missed breakfast as a reason I started laughing so much, I think that sounds a bit exaggeratory. I don't think he said, I lost because I missed breakfast. He was probably just talking about his day overall and how that day was shit, I guess, because he lost. So, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I've seen it was like a 25-minute video. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. I don't care enough. But it is interesting. I've seen some quotes. Seems like he's handling it pretty well. Was there a specific fight that got you to watch the sport? No. There's a specific fight that made me a hardcore fan. Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen 1, UFC 117. Rear naked choke. Not the rear naked choke. Sorry, I'm brain dead. The triangle choke in the last 2 minutes of the 5th round was craziness. I don't even remember what else was on that card. UFC 117. John Fitt. I don't remember any of these other fights on the card. I don't remember how they played out. I don't remember what they looked like. All I remember is that main event. All I remember is that main event. That's crazy. Johnny Hendricks versus Charlie Brenneman. I vaguely remember that. Dennis Hallman. Wasn't that the guy with the Speedo? Yes, it was. That's funny. That is funny. So this basically confirms that Conor Chandler happens next year. No, it confirms it's not happening this year. I don't think it ever happens. Mark my words, I do not think Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler ever happens. How confident are you in your Ramos pick over Jourdain? 60-40? 65, maybe 35? 65-35? I remember Rock's debut. I didn't watch Brock's debut, but I remember seeing it. Imagine MVP versus Rachmaninoff, UFC 295. MVP would get starched badly. Dude, I don't believe in the mental bullshit. I just think he took Sean lightly. He thought it was an easy win, and he didn't get the easy win. That's it. I think it's as simple as that. I think Sean's better than everyone gave him credit for. I think Izzy took him lightly, and that's it. And that's what happened. That's the end of that. Great win for Sean. Legacy-defining win for Sean. Jay, remember when Ngannou almost killed Rosenstrike? I know. Dude just bum rushed him and brutally finished him. I think they do Conor Nate 3 instead. Probably. Probably. Wouldn't shock me at all. I'm telling you right now, I don't believe Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler ever happens. Ever, 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 ever. And Conor is going to fight the most manageable matchup that gets him the most pay-per-view buys. And that's most likely Nathan Diaz. I still wouldn't mind seeing him versus Jorge Masvidal. Silva would never get 49-46 by Sean Strickland. He almost got 50-45 by Chael Sonnen. So have some fucking respect, dude. Izzy thought Sean would be a layup, but Izzy ended up getting dunked. Okay. I think Chandler's going to end up fighting Grant Dawson. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That would give me nothing but pure joy. Because that's what he gets for being a brown-nosing piece of shit. I'm like, if you're going to... Michael Chandler has literally been sniffing Conor McGregor's asshole for literally like 3 years. He's literally been sniffing his asshole. You know how embarrassing that is? And he's never even going to get what he wanted. He's never even going to get what he wanted. That's funny. That's really funny. I'm dying laughing about that one. I mean, that's straight up hilarious. That's straight up hilarious. Dude sniffed his asshole for how many years? For how many years? For a fight that never is going to materialize. Oh, that's funny. I might have to make another just dedicated video on that. I just might have to make a dedicated video on that. That's fun. Dude sniffed him. Dude sniffed him. I'm telling you right now, you have a Michael Chandler that literally has fecal matter from sniffing Conor McGregor's orifices. All in a way to find a fight against him that he's never going to get. Michael Chandler's nose was deeper into Conor McGregor's asshole than Ruzaboyev's coach. His fingers were in his ass after the win over Pereira. Damn, dude embarrassed himself. I hope his wife divorces him after that. I'd be embarrassed of that. You simp for another grown man for literal years to get a fight you're not even going to get. Dude, Chandler embarrassed himself. I want Chandler to be cut. I'm going to be honest. I want Chandler to be cut. I don't care how good he is. At this point, Conor McGregor will be one of those guys, fight one of those guys he coached on Tough. You know Chandler's like really upset about this, genuinely, right? And he wants to talk shit, but he's not going to because he's scared even more that his small chances of getting it is just going to go out the window. At this point, I say Chandler's got about a 15% chance of getting the McGregor fight. I think he's got about a 15% chance. And that's maybe a 15%. That's if he takes Conor into the NBA final bathroom and finishes him. And I'm not talking TKO or submission. Cut both Chandlers? Yeah, cut them both. Chandler to BKFC. I'm being dead serious. I think Chandler stained his legacy. Chandler literally stained his legacy. The wife divorcing him made me laugh out loud. Thanks. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Was she getting divorced? Is she divorcing you, world? I mean, seriously, if I was his wife, I'd be like, damn, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You sniffed another man's... Michael Chandler sniffed another grown man's asshole for 2.5 years for the hopes of getting a fight that he's never going to get. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if I'm right. Maybe he gets it. Maybe he pulls a rabbit out of the hat. Either way, he wasted 1.5 years waiting for it. He'd have been better off going out and getting KO'd again than Connor definitely would have taken it. Chandler has a legacy? Nah. Brother Chandler met Connor in the restroom after the tough finale behind the scenes. Yeah, dude finished him in the NBA Finals bathroom. Joe, you're cracking me up with the Chandler sniffing jokes. Is it not true? Is it not true? You know what's crazy? I don't even think Chandler wants the money of the fight. I'm going to be honest, and I've said this for a while. Of course he wants the money, but it's not about the money for Chandler. He loves clout in general. He wants to be talked about. He wants to be remembered, you know? And he said, this is the biggest fight for the most attention. Imagine how famous I'll be, even if I win or lose this fight. If I just put on an exciting fight, imagine how famous I'll be. Imagine how much attention I'm going to get. Imagine how many people in the world will see me. He desperately wants that validation and that attention from that McGregor fight. And he was like, you know what? If I got to sniff another grown man's asshole, I will. And dude's not going to get it. And I called it since February. I said it since February. I've said it since February, boys. Sometimes I call it. Sometimes I get it right. You can't cut Chandler. What the F? I'll cut him all I want. He's on the next video. He's on the next cuts video. I'll throw him in as a shocking finale. Chandler just wants the pleasure of the Irish. Imagine if Chandler finally gets to fight, he gets brutally KO'd in the first round. It's his job to be talked about, man. He's trying to get paid. How can you knock another grown man you fight for a living and tries to get back? I don't know what that means. If I have to hear Chandler say I'm here for a good time, not for a long time, I'm going to kill myself. Well, Andy, you need to call suicide prevention. You need to seek immediate medical help. Michael Chandler's athleticism and skills with Volk's fight IQ would be champ. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Imagine Chandler gets the fight and Connor pulls out a week before and they sub in Renat Fakhreddinov at welterweight. Imagine they book Chandler versus Connor at welterweight and Connor pulls out and they give him Renat Fakhreddinov. I'd shit myself laughing so hard. That'd be mad funny. That would genuinely be mad funny. That's just the way it is, I guess. That's just the way it is. That's Chandler's. That's the end of Chandler. If I see Chandler ask the crowd if they want another backflip, I will cringe. Yeah. What are the odds of Izzy offing himself after losing it? Dude, stop. That's too far. It would be funny for the UFC to add Chandler to the broadcast booth for Conor Nate 3. They probably will. And he'll still... Dude, Chandler might suck on him for another 1.5 years hoping for the fight still. I think Chandler's going to cry a little bit in private. I think he's going to cry a little bit in private, to be honest. He's going to cry. He's going to cry when he realizes for sure he's not getting it. Oh, he's going to be hard. I actually feel bad for him. Chandler might move to Ireland to get the fight, maybe. I see Chandler going out there and picking Conor up and slamming him down right in the beginning. I got Conor winning would be a great fight. I don't know who I would pick because I don't know what Conor's going to look like. I don't know what Conor's going to look like or show up like. Conor at like 75%, I think he brutally KOs Chandler in the first round. You think You think, I guarantee Chandler cries every night, and you know what he plays on his car ride home? He's playing Creed, maybe a little bit of Nickelback. He's got a Creed and Nickelback mix CD. I got to make a video. I got to make a video just talking about how Chandler embarrassed himself. But then I might be wrong. But either way, we won't find out, Tom, if I'm wrong until like 3 months from now anyway. But I've been calling it all year. What if Dana feels bad about falls through so he gives Chandler a title shot? He's a company man. He deserves. The kid has done everything we've ever asked of him. The kid's done everything we've ever. What's crazy is Chandler could have earned a title shot. He could have fought someone else, got a win, and he would have been right in the mix for a title shot. I'd love to see the Oliveira rematch, to be honest. I want Chandler Oliveira, too. I saw a clip recently where Conor said he owes Chandler that fight. Yeah, but Conor says that about everyone. I owe this guy a fight. I owe that I got a fight. And he never fights any of them. Chandler was spotted at a bar crying after the announcement of Leon Colby for 296. Dude hoped and prayed that he was going to get that fight. He hoped and prayed, which is just funny. It's just straight up funny. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. Just an embarrassment. Joe, if you do a true Michael Chandler brown nose breakdown video, will you please add the clips? Joey, if you do a true Michael Chandler brown nose video, breakdown video, please add the clips. I'll be in tears. What clips? I like Creed. They rock. Nobody said anything against Creed. Nobody said anything against Creed. I'm with Blaze Sport. I love joking about it, but Creed is the shit. Hey, who said anything bad about him? Who said anything bad about him? We just said Chandler's listening to him. That doesn't mean they're bad. They got some bangers. They got straight up bangers. I'm sad they're not together anymore. They haven't been together for years, apparently. Just from what I understand. And I just found that out recently. Yeah, I mean, look, these are some straight up bangers. One Last Breath, My Sacrifice, With Arms Wide Open, Higher. I mean, those are straight bangers. All four of them are bangers. Let's see. I don't recognize a lot of these other ones. I recognize all four of those. All four of those are straight up bangers. I think Chandler's definitely listening to those four. He's definitely listening to My Sacrifice. He's definitely listening to With Arms Wide Open. And he's definitely listening to Higher. If I wouldn't get copyright, I would listen to one right now. The tough clips, like their introductions, coach introductions. What specifically is there? Because I never watched the coach introductions. Isn't it crazy we were excited for March this year and now Jones fighting the same day we get our... Isn't it crazy that we were excited for March and this year is about over? Jones will be fighting the same day. We will get our words and that will be the end of the year. Crazy. I don't know what that last bit means, but yes, it's crazy how fast time has gone by. Only way Jamal can earn my respect is if he walks out to In the Air tonight. Now, Jamal can earn my respect by just shitting on Michael Chandler out of nowhere. Just make a video just shitting on Chandler. I think that would be the best way to go. I think that'd be the best way to go. That'd be hilarious. Only way, nah, Michael Chandler's listening to 6 feet from the edge. I think that's One Last Breath, is it not? Yeah, that is. I'm thinking in my head right now. I'm a Creed song aficionado. So he's thinking about, he's just listening to that in his car. Yeah, Creed. Too bad Creed didn't. I don't know. How long was Creed been broken up? Is Creed still together? The Hard Rock Quartet has been on hiatus since 2012. But in 2024, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Creed announced his first show in 12 years. What's the date on this? July 19th, 2023. Creed are getting back together. The Hard Rock Quartet, Scott Stapp, Mark Tremonti, and Scott Phillips and Brian Marshall have been on hiatus since 2012. But in 2024, they'll be returning on stage for their first performance in a long 12 years. Creed will be headlining Summer of '99 cruise, which travels from Miami to Bahamas on April 18th to the 24th of next year. Creed will be performing on the journey several times with additional sets from Three Doors Down, Buck Cherry, Fuel, and more. Holy shit. I know what I'm doing April 18th to April 24th. Who's going? Who's going on a cruise? Who's going on a cruise with me? We going to have a channel meetup on a cruise? Who wants to go on a cruise? I mean, seriously, I was already sold with Creed, but then we got Three Doors Down. We got Three Doors Down too. I'm about to go on a cruise. Let's see, where do I buy tickets at? Let's see. Boom. Official website. Okay. Oh, week two. Week 2 has Daltrey, Buck Cherry, Tonic, Vertical Horizon, Fuel, The Vern, Pipe, Tantric. I can't even read all these names. Oh, no! No, don't tell me. Don't tell me, boys. It's sold out. It's sold out. I was fitting to go on I'm joining the waiting list. I'm joining the waiting list. It's sold out, and nobody even told me this. I was going to get an autograph from Michael Chandler while I was there, too. Could you imagine if we had a subscriber meetup on a cruise for a Creed concert? That would be the funniest shit ever. Fuck the Daytona 500. I heard that. Dude, I really would have went. 6-day cruise. Now, I don't really want to get on a cruise, but I would have probably toughed it out and went just for the lulz. Just for the lulz. That'd have been funny as hell. Dude, all I'm packing is Venom gear. I'm spending like 10 grand on like 3 outfits from Venom, and that's all I'm wearing the entire cruise. Imagine a channel meetup and we do nothing with MMA. We don't talk about anything MMA. All we do is just rock out to Creed. Imagine us with our lighters in the sky. Just jamming out on a cruise ship to Creed. Cruise, who is this 5'2" gentleman? Oh, it's Jungle Mania. Yeah, that is true. You have to be at least over 5.5 foot tall to get on the cruise, so Jungle Mania wouldn't be able to make it. Oh, that's funny. What's up, Joey? I'm down to go on a cruise. I wonder if I legitimately tried. I mean, it's sold out, so we're not going. But if I legitimately tried to go on this cruise, I wonder how many people from the channel would legit go. I wonder how much tickets were. Creed cruise ship tickets. All right, let's see. Summer of '99 cruise is currently full. However, cancellations do occur, and we have a waiting list to determine who gets offered those staterooms. Join the wait list by signing in or creating a 6-man profile and placing a $199 deposit. Guests on the waiting list will be offered a stateroom in the order they joined. I want to know how much the prices are, though. Damn, imagine the lucky sons of bitches that are going. They get to hear my sacrifice live. That's an old WWE banger, boys. Let's see cost. The ticket prices are according to decks and rooms, with prices ranging from $2,141 to $6,731, excluding daily onboard servicing charges. Why is Sportskeeda writing this article? Let's see. I need to confirm. I like how this stream is just taking a massive turn. Let's see. Nobody would have went, dude. For $2,000, nobody else would have bought one. I would have been the only person there. Imagine I get to join him on stage. I'm a black man and I would absolutely grow on that cruise. A subscriber meetup needs to happen eventually. It's going to happen. They'll be like, damn. They'll be like, damn, this is what Chandler's jumping off. This is Chandler's jump off for the last 6 months. He's just banging one out to Creed. Brother and coach introductions for Tough. It's obvious brown nosing. You'll know what to clip. Connor tells Chandler you do what you're told. And Chandler horny grins. I remember that clip now. I need somebody to clip out all the embarrassing Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler moments and send them to me, like 4 or 5 of them for a video. What's the ideal place for a sub meetup? Creed concert. Creed with the boys. And then we just have a live chat, an actual live chat. We just sit in a room. You guys surround me with your chairs. And then, I was going to say I pleasure you, but that's too far, bro. That's taking it way too far. That's taking it way too far. We all meet up at Little Caesars. I'm telling you, next Creed concert, we're going. We're definitely going. That's a given. We'd all crowd surf, yeah. It would be my sacrifice. I think all you guys are bluffing. If we had to pay $2,500 for tickets, I don't think anyone else would go. I don't think anyone would spend $2,500 to go on a Creed cruise with me. CC's Pizza, all 4 Creed members are going to be like, what the F? They're like, what are all these dudes here? We'd be at the buffet and pool just talking all day long. Nah, we be at all the performances. I'd go to experience high luxury pleasure. Yeah, look, you guys pay $2,500 for a cruise ticket, and then I'm like, if you guys want to join the inner circle of the community, you got to pay an extra $500. They should do Conor versus Chandler on the cruise. Nah, no. Chandler doesn't deserve it. Dude sniffing assholes, singing along to Eyes Wide Open. Imagine everyone pulls up there with their name tag. If we ever have a meetup, we're wearing name tags, but you have to put your YouTube name on there. Like, so if Tiramisu comes, he has to put Tiramisu Tuesday on there. We all know who Days is because he's probably 5 foot tall and about 13 years old. So I paid $2,500 to see that luscious me. Heard Guida and the boys might pull a meetup. Yeah. Joe, you can stay in my cabin. You got a ticket? You can sneak me on? Imagine if Steven Seagal was like, I have 2 tickets, and my fiance just decided she's not going. That'd be hilarious. That'd be absolutely hilarious. We all know who Jungle is. He's the one that's 4'11". Yes, exactly. If Alex gets the light heavyweight title and gets a couple defenses while Izzy continues losing, could you see Alex's resume being better than Izzy's? Yes, 100%. If he wins the title and he gets the title and continues to win. Yeah, I mean, he needs a couple title defenses, 2, 3 title defenses, and boom, he's right up there. You know, I'm down, but I'll need a drink package that the boys are landing in. Yeah, you got to pay an extra $1,000 for the drink package. I don't drink, so I'm good. Tiramisu already bluffing. That shit would be awkward at AF. No one mentioned we know each other. I'd be the only one that you guys would be able to easily see. I think it'd just be awkward in general anyway. A bunch of people that have never met in real life just meeting up. It'd be awkward as hell. It'd be awkward as hell, for sure. I couldn't imagine doing that. It'd be weird as hell. But we'll do it one day at like an event. We'll have an event meetup. Sean Strickland, middleweight GOAT one day. We'll see. We shall see. Gets a couple title defenses under his belt. He's good to go. There's going to be a extra raffle for $100 of a new truck. Off a new truck, yeah. You got to join the exclusive fight club for that. You got to join the exclusive fight club for that, my friend. Otherwise, you're screwed. Are you MMA Joey? Yeah. All right, cool. All of our introductions. Yeah, I'm Cosner. I'm Cosner from the chat. I got the white picture. I'm Days from the chat. I'm just a D in chat. Um, Blaze One Sports. I'm Blaze One. No name tags. We have to guess who everyone is. I'm gonna shave my beard. I wonder if I shaved my beard and mustache and showed up, if anyone would recognize me, or if I could just hide and nobody would even know it was me. That'd be funny. That'd be funny as hell. I just show up with, I just shave my head bald, get rid of my beard and mustache. You guys would never pick me out. I'm here for the MMA Joey meetup. Wonder when he's gonna show up. It'd be rather obvious. If you look, honestly, Joey, it'd be awesome to kick it in real life one day. We'll see. We'll do a meetup eventually at some point. I don't know when that'll be. I'll go to an event. I'm gonna go to an event, and then you'll just have to. Everyone will have to go to the event. Boston grab someone. Covington will win this fight going away. We'll see. Have you ever been to London? No. Joey looks like a guy that you would just see in public. That makes no sense. I'm clubbing you with a shillelagh and putting you in a Boston crab if I see you with your beard shave. That'd be funny. Andrew John, I'm down for a meetup. That would be crazy lit. Hey, look, I'm awfully suspicious of Andrew John. I feel like Andrew John's a secret hitman. I'm going to be honest. I feel like he's a secret hitman. We can all get Damon Jackson haircuts or Neil Magny. I'm gonna have to wait till Andrew John's like a member for like 1 year before I go anywhere publicly. But it would be crazy. It would be crazy for sure. Andrew John uses NordVPN. Be careful. That is true. If Islam loses, does he get a rematch? Yes. There will be a trilogy. I think there will be a trilogy. Andrew John going to pull up with LMG. Andrew John knows we're all onto him. He knows we're all onto him. Do you think way Jiri keeps his hands down can be a minus versus Pereira? It could be, but it could be a benefit as well. Guys, like the stream. We had a very late stream tonight. I'm going to have to edit another video after this maybe. I already have it ready to go, but I just haven't edited it yet. And I might wait till tomorrow, to be honest. But I feel like I hate leaving stuff undone. Do you think, yeah. Guys, we've already gone an hour and 40 minutes, and it's almost 2 a.m. Imagine all 4 Creed singers are all members with name tags. That'd be funny. Creed's watching right now. They message me and offer me tickets. I'd sign me up for that one, boys. If there's anybody watching right now who's not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Look, Andrew John knew we were on to him. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm tired of being ostracized. I'm tired of being ostracized. Drives an ice cream truck with no ice cream. Yeah, and you can't see through any of the windows. You can't see through any of the windows. All right, boys. I'm going to go. I'm going to edit this video and then go to bed. Hopefully I'm done by 2. I got to get up early. I will see you boys tomorrow. I'll do a live stream tomorrow night as well. Hopefully an earlier one since this one was kind of late. But do me a favor. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. No, I haven't talked about Misha Tate versus anyone. Never. I never will. You're at the wrong channel, my friend. Also, listen, here we go. You guys haven't watched it yet, so it probably hurt the algorithm that none of you guys went and watched it. Go watch this video in its entirety, boys. Go watch this video in its entirety. Like it, comment on it as well. Comment on it as well. Like it and watch it in its entirety. I'm counting on all you guys. If I don't see you in there, you're not coming to the Creed Cruise. So remember that. But yeah, like the stream. Go watch the video in its entirety. Comment on it. Like it as well. Good night. Goodbye. I will talk to you guys later. Appreciate every single one of you. And good night. With arms wide open in my sacrifice.